The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of salt. So get ready, nerds, because we're talking Eureka, Season 1, Episode 3, Before I Forget. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the Salty Nerd Podcast today. We're talking Eureka, Season 1, Episode 3, Before I Forget, and I'm joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader is here. Welcome, sir.
Hey, bud.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good. Excellent.
Stone cold sober.
Stone cold sober today.
It's weird.
It is weird.
It's like, I don't know if I can do it.
We'll find out.
You're no less curmudgeon-y.
I could be worse. It might be worse curmudgeon-y.
The ambassador of estrogen is here. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. A little groggy this morning. I feel like we're earlier today than we normally are. And the producer of the show, Matthew Kadish.
So, looking forward to talking about this episode, but you know what else I'm looking forward to talking about?
Please tell me.
Dragon Champions.
Oh, my God.
Yes, Dragon Champions.
That reminds me.
Why? Did you make a new level?
Did they make
No,
a new?
I'm maxed out at my level.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I'm 50.
Is that you go to saltynerd.com/DC to download Dragon Champions. It is an awesome mobile game in the lane of League of Legends where you get to pick your characters and level them up and fight against the PC, and then also you can do PvP. Type in the promo code SALTY to get some cool stuff to help you along the way.
It's nothing like League of Legends.
Well, why don't you tell us what it's like?
It's like a hero collector game.
Hero collector game.
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Yep. The whole purpose of the game is to unlock new heroes and level them up so that you can use them to achieve raids and fight against other players and do some PvE stuff. It's a lot of fun, especially for someone like me who's very OCD and like I have to like unlock everything and level up everything to its max level.
Do you have OCD? Then you'll love this game.
You are our target demographic.
Did you recently quit smoking and need something to do with your hands? Then Dragon Champions is for you.
Yeah, but everyone who uses our promo code Salty in the store, basically they get free character shards, free equipment, free gold, all this stuff to help them get started in the game. And it's a very fun game. I've been playing it since launch. I play it every day.
Yes,
and the people who are behind the game really believe in our podcast, and they kind of took a chance on us. So the more business we can send them, the better it is for everyone. So.
Help support the podcast.
Dragon Champions.
Dragon Champions.
Play it.
Yeah, it's a free game too. Like, doesn't cost anything to download or play.
Last week when we all got like blitzed on the Buddy Cop Comedy Week, and we were just dying, and I was like, "This podcast is brought to you," and Jude goes, "Dragon Champions." This is one of my favorite moments ever.
That was pretty funny. Jude was pretty much dead at that point. She was almost out of the frame.
She just comes up out of the bottom. Dragon Champions.
See, like the top of her foot come up.
Oh, I love it. All right, so Eureka, Episode 3 of Season 1. I picked this because I like the mystery. It was a nice, fun little like whodunit type thing with a little sci-fi twist. A little Men in Black freaking. It was fun. I mean, somebody gets shot, like weird things start happening, and Carter, of course, being the dumbest person in the room, is also the smartest. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, you flashy like me? Have you flashy thinged me?
Flashy things me.
How many times have you flashy thinged me?
Well, there was a moment where they were trying to solve the puzzle, and Carter's like, I don't know why my notepad is over here. And Henry's like, well, we can get a UV light to look at what was written on it last. And he's like, or I can just color on it. He did the Big Lebowski thing with Jackie Treehorn.
Yeah, where he uses the pencil to trace over the imprint to see what he was writing.
I feel like he's very much a you. In that
you think I'm like Jack Carter?
A little bit.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
You're very practical and direct in the way you like to do things. So
I like at a certain point in this episode, Jack kind of says like, "There's got to be a device thingy that's causing this," and he just calls it a gizmo throughout like the entire episode.
A planar dimensional rifter kind of.
It's a mind erase blinky thing, device thing, and then like at the end,
he just starts like randomly spewing out stuff that the scientists say around him.
And Stark is like, yes, he used the word invisibly.
Yeah, it's great. Stark is a new introduction in this episode. We talked about this last week. In episode 1, we had this Dr. King, who was like the kind of snarky, like undercut evil dude. Mm-hmm. He gets replaced by Nathan Stark. And that's who takes over kind of that role. It's a different character, but it's the same role, essentially. He's like the leader of Global Dynamics. We get introduced to him in the last episode, and he's kind of like the I don't know. I don't want to say he's like the yin to Carter's yang, but he kind of is. Would you think that's accurate to say?
Yeah, I mean, he's also Allison's husband, so like he's not only Jack's work antagonist, he's also his romantic interest antagonist because he keeps trying to get back with his ex-wife and stuff. So he's basically there to be a foil to Jack.
Yeah.
And they don't get along because Stark is like very intelligent and he kind of looks down on Jack, and Jack thinks that Stark isn't trustworthy, and so like they constantly butt heads over like the best way to go about solving these crises that occur in Eureka.
I think Stark kind of only deals with Carter because of Allison. He's like
100%. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he probably would have got
There's a point in this episode where like someone's like, you know, what does it take to fire this sheriff? And Nathan starts just kind of like, I've been wondering that myself.
Allison. He like turns over at Allison. What do you think? Like, I'll do my job.
Yeah, because I think the sheriff's department actually falls under the DoD jurisdiction, and Stark is only in charge of global dynamics, so he doesn't have any real power over Carter.
Yeah, it's a fun dynamic, and we get that throughout the next couple of seasons. What else can I say about this episode? It's just, I don't know. It's just a ton of fun, man. I like the whodunit, Scooby-Doo type mystery of the week. That's one of the strongest points to the show, is that it knows what it is, and it kind of scratches that classic itch, the sci-fi.
I thought it was
classic.
a kind of a cool introduction to a little bit more of Henry.
Oh yeah, Henry's backstory gets kind of dived into a little bit with his girlfriend. Is it Kim?
Yes.
Yeah, Kim.
Where have we seen her before?
Oh,
Everywhere.
so
apparently.
like she was the undercover Romulan operative in the first season of Picard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, she that was 20 years ago, right?
No, the new show, Picard.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
This show
was 20 years ago. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, almost 2006.
Wasn't she also in the Karate Kid movies?
Yes, in
Was
Karate
she?
Kid 2, she was the love interest in Okinawa.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
That was it. That's where this is in. Okay. Yeah. I'm just like, and I know her from somewhere.
Yeah,
When
she
we-
came
But
back
it was
for
when she
Cobra
was-
Kai too, right?
But it was when, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
she did, huh?
It was when,
Oh.
but when the other stuff I'm familiar with her with was when she's like much younger than this.
Yeah.
Or much older than this. So I'm like, I know her, but it was you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? It was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, she was the character that hooked Daniel-san up with Chosen once more in Cobra Kai, reconnected those two.
Yeah, she's a recurring character in the show, too. She shows up a lot. Her and Henry have a thing for a long time. And, it was weird when we were watching our Discord live party last night, and somebody dropped that in the comments. They just a bunch of photos of her in different shows, and I was like, whoa, like I had no idea.
I guess I missed that.
Yeah, it was cool.
I don't pay attention to the chat
When you're
I'm
watching?
No, because I'm talking to you, interrupting the show.
You should pay attention to the chat, man.
I can only look at so many screens at once, man.
You're old.
I'm old. It's true.
For people who want to head over to saltynerdiscord.com on Monday nights at around 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, we do a live watch party of the episode of the week. And last night, we had a lot of people in last night. It was
Yeah,
a good-
normals.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
About 10
Good
of us
crowd.
or so.
I liked it. It was a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
I hopped in. I was like, "Why aren't you guys watching the show?"
You were an hour late. He's an hour late. He's like,
Where
"Okay,
was the show?
where's the live stream?"
So I mean,
your stuff usually ends at like 10. So
Yeah.
like I hopped in like around
yeah.
10:15.
So here's I always like the start time for our Discord stuff is like 10-ish. Because we always like start up when you're done with your Monday night live stream.
And that's Pacific time.
Yeah. So
10-ish.
it was at 10 last night, not 10:30. So yeah.
All right. Before we head over to the club members only area, give your final thoughts or general thoughts.
My
on this
general
episode.
thoughts
What do you think of this
on
episode?
this episode?
Was it a good pick? Did I pick well? He says no.
No, it was fun. This is a show that you watch just to kind of chill and relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing heavy on this show. There's nothing to bring you down. There's nothing to make you think too hard about things. It's just a nice, fun time waster, and I appreciate it for that. So yeah, it's a good show. I like this episode. Like I said, I like Henry. I like Kim, and I liked what's the sheriff dude's name? I always
Jack
forget.
Carter.
Yeah, I like him. So and I thought the little story with his daughter and the little theater.
Oh, the theater thing?
Yeah, he was pretty funny too.
Putnam.
Yeah.
He's a visionary.
Is he a recurring character as well?
For a little while, I think,
little
at
while.
least for the first season.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it's a fun show.
Right on.
Yeah.
Jude, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm upset because I didn't realize that was Kumiko.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, I'm having a great time with this. I'm really glad that you picked Eureka. It's so much fun, and I feel bad because like I actually watched this episode like 2 weeks ago because when we started watching this, I just wanted to keep going. So that's when I watched it, and I was like, I should have watched it one more time before we started talking about it this week. I should have gone to the live watch, but I was very tired. But no, it's so much fun, and I seriously every single time I watch it, I'm like, God damn it, I want to go to Cafe Diem.
Oh my God, yeah. Everybody always says that. They're
Yeah.
like, we need a real life Cafe Diem.
Yeah.
You just walk in, there's no menu, you just say, I want this. And they're like, we got you.
Right.
And it's free.
I mean, most good delis will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to a
I don't want a
good
I
deli.
don't want a Cafe Deli. I want a Cafe Diem. I want to go in and be like, I want like, you know, that chocolate Mexican dish at Casa Don Juan. I want that, but I want like kind of like the Thai house yellow curry thing, but like with pork and maybe add some mushrooms.
And a dozen
What do you
quail
think of
eggs.
that? Yeah. And then I want that fucking guy to go, I got you.
Yeah. What's his name?
That guy.
That guy? The
Yeah.
Cafe Diem guy?
The Cafe Diem
I wish
Marshall.
know his name. Is it Marshall? I don't know. We'll look it up later.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
Kadish, while she's doing that, what did you think about this episode?
I really enjoyed this episode. I'm kind of upset that we skipped over episode 2 because that's where Sarah is introduced, and Sarah is basically Carter's underground smart home bunker. I love their relationship, but we get to see a little bit of Sarah in this episode. But overall, like this was like a good kind of like mystery of the week type thing, and it was fun getting to see Carter and his like crew kind of like figure out what's going on and figuring out ways to outsmart like the smart bad guy and stuff like that. So overall, like I just thought that the whole episode was a lot of fun. It was very well written, and I had a great time watching it.
I love Sarah. She's awesome. I wish, like, if I could have just made you guys.
It's just Fargo's voice pitched up.
Yeah, we could talk about that for a minute if you want. So, like, Fargo in the second episode, and I could only pick 4 for the month, so I had to be very, very particular.
It's hard.
If I could have made you guys watch the entire season, I just would have done that. But in episode 2, Carter needs a place to live. He's new to the town. He's the new sheriff, but he doesn't have a home. And Fargo's like, well, I've got this perfect place in mind for you. And he takes us to this like underground bunker. And Carter's like, Fargo, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous. I'm not going to live in a bunker. And he opens it up and it's this like freaking gorgeous, modern, like scientific, crazy freaking gadgetry smart home that has a voice and everything. And it's like it's a smartphone. It's like a Google, what is that thing called? The little egg that you put in your house, Google Home.
The little Google Spy thing.
Yeah, the Google Spy device.
Yeah.
It's like an Alexa, like an Amazon Alexa, but in the entire house.
Except an entire house.
Oh, that's right, because it'll listen. Oh no.
She's right in the next room. His name is Vincent.
Vincent, thank you. But yeah, so he gets into the house and then he realizes that the house has a personality, and that's kind of like a going theme throughout the entire season.
I just kind of like started thinking. So this was 2006. Mm-hmm. So have they predicted anything in the show about what we're doing now? As far as like, you know how we used to like say, I wonder if Star Trek is correct about any of their future tech predictions. Well, is this correct in any like short-term stuff? Like the smart home?
Smart home would be a big one.
Because, I mean, we're not far off from...
Oh, no, those modern houses that you walk in and you say lights and the lights come on and the doors get unlocked for you.
It's not like checking... I mean, well, it's not true because, this house like checks his pulse rate and his vitals and everything like this. But you know what's weird? It's like I have one of those weird number beds. What are those numbers?
Oh, yeah, sleep number.
That thing monitors your vitals while you sleep.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know it did that.
I have an app on my phone.
Whoa.
That tells me all my vitals while I
you have
sleep
sleep apnea
and what my score is and all this kind of stuff.
What?
So yeah, it's a trip. So I mean, how far off are we from like there just being like something? It's weird. Right?
Here's what Sarah does that I have not seen any other like smart device do. So when Carter walks in after a rough day of policing Eureka, Sarah has a beer waiting for him.
Oh, that would be
in the fridge. The fridge turns and there's a draft beer waiting for him. He's like, "Oh, thank you, Sarah."
And she records like his favorite baseball game, and also she has like dinner waiting for him.
But that's just all algorithm stuff, right?
Yeah, could be.
I mean,
for sure.
I don't think we're too far off from
Elon Musk could do it.
But I just love like when Fargo is giving Jack the tour in episode 2, and Sarah's talking to them. Jack's just like, Fargo, is that you speaking like a woman?
yeah.
And he's like, no, not at all. He has a helpline too.
Yeah, Sarah's kind of like Fargo's pet project.
Yeah. God, I can't talk. Fargo gives Carter a helpline. He's like, if you have any issues with the house, here's the helpline you can call, and somebody will pick up the phone and help you out. And something goes wrong with Sarah. He doesn't like it. Something bugs out, and the house wakes him up at like 2 a.m. or whatever. And he calls the helpline. And it's Fargo, but he puts on like a British voice. He's like, hello, this is what's your blah, 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 whatever. And he's like, Fargo, I know that's you. Oh, you need Fargo? Hold on 1 minute, please. And he clicks and he goes, Fargo here. And he's like, yeah, no shit.
I love Fargo.
Fargo's awesome. All right, that's it for the public edition. If you want to be a club member, go to saltynerdclub.com. It's $5 a month. We'll get you access to 4 exclusive podcasts every single month having to do with classic sci-fi. This month is Eureka. Last month was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I think Kadish is picking Stargate Atlantis next month.
Yeah, we should also tell them about the special t-shirt.
Oh, we are definitely going to tell you guys about the special t-shirt. If you love Eureka as much as we do, go to saltynerd.com/shirts to get a limited edition Eureka shirt. It says Global Dynamics, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So is a lot. So head over there, grab this limited edition shirt. It's going to be available up until May, I believe. May 1st is when the expiration is. So you have this month and next month to grab that shirt, and then it's going to disappear forever. So head over to saltynerd.com/shirts to grab the special edition limited t-shirt for Global Dynamics.
The Buffy shirt's still up there, right?
It is for
For another couple weeks.
Yeah, we put it back up because we realized we took it down too quick.
So like our limited edition shirts are going to be available for 2 months after like we premiere them. And also we have a special promo code for people who want to get a discount.
Thank you. Yeah, 10% discount. If you're in the checkout line for that shirt, type in Salty to get 10% off of your purchase. So
yeah,
grab more than one thing.
We'll put the link in a pinned comment to the video. So if you don't know how to type it in, you can just click on it.
Click the link
right down below. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe and the like button. I think they're on these sides. I don't know. They're just pointing in random places.
The people who are audio only, just no clue.
Yeah, no clue. We want to thank our audio only people because they really put up with a lot.
I kind of forget we have the audio only version of the show. It's not fair to those guys.
And if you are an audio only listener, head over to our YouTube channel because you get a whole new level of craziness that when you get to watch us get drunk and do goofy
Get to look
things.
at my ugly face.
Yeah. All right.
My ugly bearded face and Jude's beautiful lady face.
Nice recovery.
My lady face? What part of me is that?
You're just much better looking than the rest of us. That's all. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Okay.
While we're at it,
drink.
Yeah.
I can't do this sober. I'm so bad at doing this sober.
Where can they find you on the socials, bud?
You can find me at MattVader74 on the Twitter. Quit laughing at me. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, social media stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all out there.
Jude, where can they find you at?
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram and on TikTok. Excuse me. And just want to let the people know that, while we're talking about these exclusive episodes that we're doing for the patrons, we're also doing something else for our patrons. And when this airs, it will already have passed, but our first Buffy trivia is going to be this week. And then we're going to do a trivia for Eureka next month.
Cool. I got to be involved in that.
Yeah, so if you are a patron or if you want to do trivia, become a patron.
I think my wife's going to jump in on that too.
Yeah?
She's going to blow you guys away. She's a super nerd. I think she might be more nerdy than I am.
Cool.
Kadish, where can they find you at?
You can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. KadishBooks.com takes you to my Amazon page. And if you guys can hop on over to Apple Podcasts real quick and give us a 5-star rating, we're still trying to hit that 200 5-star rating mark in order to get accredited as actual movie reviewers over on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you guys know anyone with an Apple device, just please ask them to hop on over and do that. I'd really appreciate it.
Or just take it away from them.
We only have until the 16th of the month to get these in, and we still need like 30 more. So please help us out, guys, and just go on, scroll down, click that 5th star. It literally takes 8 seconds. I timed it.
She typed it out. All right, that's it for our public edition. Club members, head on over and we'll dive into this episode. Stay salty, my friends.